Namaskaram, my name is S. Ashok Kumar. Welcome to my channel. In this part, I am going to explain about the pineal gland. As this pineal gland is also called as a epiphysis. As we know, pituitary gland is also called as a hypophysis. This pineal gland is also called epiphysis. This is present between this pineal gland is present between the hemispheres of forebrain. This is the location. So pineal. So with its name we can call this gland is the smallest gland. As we know, which one is the largest endocrine gland? That is the thyroid gland. So if somebody asks which one is the smallest endocrine gland, means you can call it as a pineal gland. The important point is this pineal gland produce hormone melatonin. Produces the hormone melatonin. Don't confuse with the melanin. Melanin is a pigment. Melatonin is a hormone. This melatonin is a chemically N-acetyl 5-methoxytryptamine. What is the advantage of remembering this name? You know, this hormone melatonin is synthesizing from amino acid tryptophan. So tryptophan derivative is a melatonin. Here the situation came, I am telling the two substance, the two molecule, one is the melatonin, another one is the serotonin. Melatonin and serotonin both are synthesizing from amino acid is a tryptophan. I already explained the last part, like epinephrine and norepinephrine synthesizing from amino acid thyrosin. These are all comes under amino acid derived hormones. Now this melatonin, the synthesis of melatonin, synthesis of melatonin is stimulated by darkness, inhibited by light. And when person is exposed to the light, melatonin synthesis will decreases. When the person exposes to the darkness or night, automatically the melatonin synthesis will start. That is why I said melatonin synthesis is stimulated by the darkness and inhibited by the light. What are the biological effects of melatonin? That I am going to tell. Biological effects of melatonin. Here only one important point is there. This is responsible for, melatonin is responsible for diurnal or circadian rhythm. This point is important for the exam. Which hormone is responsible for the diurnal or circadian rhythm? Is nothing but that is a melatonin. What is this diurnal rhythm? Whatever we are doing regularly, and depending on our habitat, means sleep wake up timing. That means when we comes to the 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, automatically we feel tired and we become very sleepy nature. So that means a person is exposed to the darkness night, and automatically the melatonin synthesis get stimulated. When it becomes 6 o'clock or when we face exposes the light, suddenly we will wake up now. So that is whatever we are doing regularly, those all events comes under this diurnal. So when the time comes, a particular time comes, every day when you are doing, when the time comes, automatically body stimulates this melatonin and it's responsible for that function. That is why that belongs to diurnal rhythm. The next point is like effect on immune system. This melatonin shows anti-inflammatory effect. Anti-inflammatory effect. Somewhere you heard this anti-inflammatory effect, that is in cortisol, but cortisol is very important. Cortisol also shows the anti-inflammatory effect like melatonin. For the exam, cortisol is important. The next one is that melatonin shows antioxidant property. Antioxidant property. So these are some of the effects, some of the biological effects of the melatonin. For the exam point of view, you should remember this diurnal or circadian rhythm is maintained through this hormone is a melatonin is produced by the pineal gland. Next I am going to explain about the thymus. So after pineal gland, I am going to explain about the thymus. This thymus is primary lymphoid organ. Primary lymphoid organ present dorsal side of heart. Here what I said, this thymus belongs to primary lymphoid organ. Actually these primary lymphoid organs include bone marrow and thymus. So when I said primary lymphoid organ, definitely secondary lymphoid organs also there that include a spleen, lymph node, those are. So here that means these lymphoid organs include both primary and secondary are very, very important in maintaining the immune system. So thymus and bone marrow both are belongs to primary lymphoid organ. Now I am telling about the thymus. So it is present in the dorsal side of the heart, that is the location. Here this thymus produce protein hormone. Most of the hormones are protein derivatives only. Protein hormone, that is thymosin. Thymosin. So thymus produce the hormone name is a thymosin. What is importance of the thymosin? This hormone, that is a thymus itself, responsible for maturation of T lymphocytes. T lymphocytes. As we know, all the cells in all blood cells produced in the bone marrow. But after producing, maturation occur in different areas. These lymphocytes, T lymphocytes, mature in the thymus. That is why T stands for the thymus. Okay? So these in thymus, T lymphocytes mature under the influence of hormone thymosin. These T lymphocytes mediate one type of specific immune system called as a CMI. CMI stands for cell-mediated immunity. Cell-mediated immunity. About the immune system, I will explain in the topic human health and disease. Okay, na? So these T lymphocytes mediating the cell-mediated immunity. So these T lymphocytes simultaneously while mediating cell-mediated immunity, some of the T lymphocyte, like a T lymphocyte can TH cells, TS cell, TC cells, so T helper cells. So these T lymphocytes, some of the T lymphocytes helps B lymphocytes, B cells to produce antibodies. B lymphocytes mediate another part of specific immune system, that is a HMI. That means humoral mediated immunity. That is why here you need to remember this remaining about immune system. I will explain in another topic, already I said. Here this thymus belongs to primary lymphoid organ, produces the hormone, that is a protein hormone thymosin. That hormone is responsible for the maturation of T lymphocytes. Up to this point, only 1 point or 2 points only you should remember under the thymus. Remaining about the immune system, what is the classification, we will understand in the other topic. So in this part I explained about the pineal gland and some information about the thymus. Till now, if you understand the concept, you can like and share this video to your friends and subscribe our channel. So definitely this video definitely help you for the academics, definitely for the NEET exam. So if you have any doubt about this chapter, you can comment below. Definitely I will help you. Thank you.